take the rest on foot.
I have a feeling this is gonna be a very bad day.
Cactus Cowboy Desert Warfare is the latest game from Cactus VR Studios, the devs behind the best-selling Cactus Cowboy, Plants at War, and the cutesy augmented reality Emilio's Adventure. And I know what you're thinking. What the f*** is going on? But look behind the mad characters and there is a good game behind the bonkers scenario of cacti versus bug warfare. The game is currently available on PSVR 2, PCVR and Meta's platform. So strap yourself in, people. This one is a bit mad, but a bit special at the same time. So let's get straight into it then. And remember, we're born to respawn. The year is, well, it's indeterminate, and the cacti versus bug war has been raging for years. Some miners discover a secret cave and unleash a deadly threat to the cactus world. It's your job to repel waves of enemy forces, figure out what the dastardly bugs are up to, and stop them. What? Yes, it is as insane as it sounds, but underneath the madness there is a solid game with great mechanics and fun, engaging combat. So, let's talk about Cactus Cowboy Desert Warfare, the gameplay, graphics and sound. Then I want to talk about what I liked about the game and what I didn't like, then give my conclusion, so make sure you stay till the end of the video for that. Cactus Cowboy is a first-person shooter set in the bizarre world where bugs and cacti have been fighting a war. As with all FPS games, it lives and dies on its gunplay, and do not be concerned, the gunplay is pretty good. Unlike Crossfire Sierra Squad at launch, you have manual reloads, the guns all look great, and more importantly, sound great, with every pistol, SMG, AR, MG and grenade launcher having a distinct and effective sound. Guns can be upgraded with silencers, sights, grips, lasers and a multitude of skins. These are purchased by picking up random bundles of cash on every level, so, if you're like me, that scratched my exploration bug. Pardon the pun. The game itself is a series of fairly linear levels where you fight off swarms of bug enemies from worms, beetles, spiders and scorpions. One end level fight felt very Starship Troopers as your defences were overrun by hordes of angry bugs and it got quite hectic. You also get to fight helicopters and huge flying bugs in various set pieces. There are currently 3 difficulty levels. I played on normal and it did get quite tough in places, so I think hard mode is going to be a proper challenge. There is currently no Game Plus mode where you could take in all your upgraded weapons once the campaign is finished, which should take between 7 to 9 hours depending on the difficulty. The developers told me there are more goodies on the way with updates, but not paid DLC. Everything will be free. They wanted to make sure the game was playable and fun for launch day, so we must look forward to that too. The graphics are a strange mix of real looking guns and vehicles with a titular cactus and bugs, which are highly stylised and cartoonish. And believe me, there is nothing funnier than blasting a bug in the face and watching his giant eyeballs roll away down a hill. The game reminded me very strongly of Tactical Assault, the hardcore FPS breach and clear game that has adopted a similar graphical approach, but is also ultra hard at the same time. Sound next, and the guns are standout here with loud, almost violent gunfire. The ambient music is always present and helps to build tension. The bugs scuttle and snort, with explosions and the general noise of combat all done very well. Before I get to my conclusion, please hit the like button, the algorithm loves the likes, and please also consider joining my channel membership. At the end of November, I will be giving away this 120GB Pico 4 to one of my channel members, and you never know, it could be you. Conclusion. I want to talk about the pros and cons now. I'll do cons first, as I like to end on a positive note. The voiceover dialogue is basic and can get annoying. There are extended cutscenes where you can't do anything and must wait for the protagonists to finish spouting the storyline. I would have preferred to have been able to skip these bits if I wanted to. Some people may not be able to get past the cutesy graphics. I enjoyed the mix of cartoon and realistic graphics, but it may not be to some people's taste. The levels can be linear, but what FPS games aren't? Crossfire Sierra Squad was painfully linear, and even the peerless Half-Life Alyx is basically a corridor shooter with some open spaces. Pros now. There is a solid FPS game here. The gunplay is very good, the bugs splatter in a pleasing and funny way, the guns sound great and the gameplay is fun, but can also be very challenging in places. There are big bosses to fight, hordes of different bug types, and the bosses are huge and intimidating. All in all, I really enjoyed my time with Cactus Cowboy Desert Warfare. I just hope it doesn't get lost in amongst all the other great games coming out in November, as this is a fun little gem. As always though, what do you think? Are you going to be diving into the Cactus Cowboy world? Do the graphics not do it for you, or are you eager to blast some dastardly bugs in their giant eyeballs? You know the drill. Get involved and comment down below. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah.